If I ask you to name a hybrid SUV, chances are the Lexus RX will spring to mind. It has almost been the default choice since the late 1990s for people wanting a luxury SUV that's supposedly kind to the environment. But time hasn't been kind to the RX, with rival car makers like BMW, Mercedes and Porsche offering their own hybrid SUVs. So Lexus has come up with this, a bigger and better version of the RX. The question is though, is the Lexus still the wise buy? Well, it is if you like your interiors. Now, on first impressions, the RX has a typical luxury SUV interior. There's big comfortable seats, a reversing camera, LED headlights, a leather top dashboard, these inlays and the Lexus clock. And of course, air conditioning and Bluetooth. It's easily on par with a BMW X5 and a Volvo XC90. Behind all the style, there is a thought for practicality, with massive door bins that can swallow newspapers and 1 litre water bottles, an adjustable cup holder that passes the Carbuyer bottle test, a sizable glove compartment and wireless phone charging. However, the large infotainment screen looks great, but is fiddly to use with the mouse-like controller. The interior is just the start though. The bodywork is full of origami-like sharp creases, the roofline looks like it's floating, and there's the Lexus gaping grille. It's not for the faint-hearted. Lexus has lengthened the wheelbase by 50mm compared to the old car, and the benefit is rear space. Now if I sit upright, there's plenty of headroom, absolutely masses of knee room, and 3 people can sit very easily in here thanks to a completely flat floor, something I will explain a little bit more later on. Now if I want a bit more extra boot room, I can slide this bench forwards, and if I want to recline, I just pull a lever to the side and back goes the backrest. Now to fold these seats down just requires pulling the lever again, and if I do that, I've got much more boot room, although there is a slight problem in the fact there's a bit of a lip here, but that's not too much of a worry. Now when the rear seats are in their normal position, there's not actually an awful lot of room back here. In actual fact, the boot space is smaller than all of the RX's nearest rivals. And that's due to all of the hybrid system being underneath the boot floor. Now Lexus will sell you a normal, non-hybrid, petrol-powered version of the RX, but that car has the same problem. There is an upshot to this though. The boot floor is very high, and thanks to this flat load sill means putting large items right to the back of the boot is very easy. Like the rest of the Lexus range, the RX is only available with a 2-litre petrol engine called RX 200T or as a hybrid. And it's the Lexus RX 450h hybrid we've got here, as it'll be the most popular RX, especially with fleet buyers, thanks to its claimed low running costs. Up front is a 3.5-litre V6 that drives the front wheels through a CVT transmission, and an electric motor which gives power to the engine or allows the RX to drive along silently in full electric mode. Remember me saying there's a flat floor in this car? Well, that's because there's no drive shaft sending power from the engine to the rear wheels. To make this car 4-wheel drive, there's a separate electric motor under the boot floor, while combined power is an impressive 308 bhp. Lexus claims the RX 450h will return 51.4 mpg and emit 127 grams per kilometre of CO2. Great news if you're a company car driver. Now I've been driving this car all day and I've been getting 30 mpg, and that's been on a mixture of city roads, motorways, A and B roads. Now whilst that's a long way off the claimed mpg figure, it isn't too bad for a 2.2 tonne V6 engined SUV. Step into the Lexus RX 450h from a conventional diesel-powered SUV and you'll be disappointed with the way this car drives. Drive it like a diesel and you'll find that this car's engine howls away and the CVT transmission struggles to make up which gear it wants. But drive it like a typical hybrid and you'll find it to be a very relaxing and cosseting driving experience. The steering is accurate though, not full of feel, and while this new RX is more involving to drive than previous RXs, a BMW X5 and a Porsche Cayenne hybrid are more fun. But this car isn't really designed to thrill you through the bends. It's been built to cosset you and give you a relaxing driving experience. And it certainly does that. The RX 450h isn't a cheap car. There are larger diesel-powered SUVs on sale for similar money, and you can compare prices on carbuyer.co.uk. But Lexus does have a great reputation for quality and service. The brand has come top of our driver power survey, and its dealers are ranked the best too. The Lexus RX 450h won't be everyone's cup of tea. For those doing mega mileages, a diesel SUV like the BMW X5 and Volvo XC90 will be a better bet. But for those who want a quiet, refined, comfortable way of travelling, especially around the city, you could do worse than this Lexus. To check out this car's nearest competitors, click our video review on the left for the BMW X5 or on the right the Volvo XC90. Click up there for our latest video review and on our logo to subscribe.